The news that Donald Trump could be discharged from the hospital today, as well as statistics from Europe, had an impact on market sentiment. Thus, the common European currency received strong support from macroeconomic data that turned out to be much better than forecasts. However, the final data on business activity showed a decline. In particular, the Eurozone PMI Services Business Activity Index fell to 48 from 50.5. The IHS Markit Eurozone Composite PMI decreased to 50.1 in September from 51.9 in August. Traders reacted positively to this news, while the preliminary estimates implied a grimmer picture. Economists expected the retail trade volume to grow to 1.8% from 0.4%. At first, investor sentiment came under pressure following the previous figure revised downwards to -0.1%. Nevertheless, the data turned out to be above market expectations. Eurozone's retail trade rose by 3.7% from a year earlier in August 2020. Thus, an increase in retail sales resulted in the stronger European currency. The pound sterling remained almost unchanged, although the final PMI data also turned out to be above expectations. Thus, the United Kingdom Services PMI index stood at 56.1, while economists predicted a drop to 55.1 from 58.8. The pound traders do not pay much attention to this data, since the news about the negotiations on a trade agreement between the European Union and the UK is of a major importance. However, there is no progress in this area. All we know is that London managed to get a delay of another month. This indicates that both sides in the talks are willing to seek a compromise solution, which may boost demand for the pound. Although downbeat macroeconomic statistics do not allow the currency to extend gains, the final PMI data for the United States is also set to be released today. If the figures met expectations, the euro may continue gaining ground and the pound may finally make a significant upward movement. Indeed, according to the preliminary estimates, the IHS Markit Services Purchasing Managers Index and its composite value are expected to decrease. Given the fact that Europe's PMI data beat expectations, the US indexes are likely to be better than the preliminary figures. In this case, the US dollar will gain momentum against both the euro and the pound sterling. The euro-dollar pair is correcting from its local low of 1.1612, where the pair was standing still in the range of 1.1700 and 1770 during the period from September 30 to October 2nd. Analyzing the current trading chart, we can see price fluctuations in the same price range of 1.1700 and 1770. During the Asian session, the quotes were trading upwards in that range. As a result, the pair rebounded from the lower boundary of the range. The euro-dollar pair is expected to continue moving in this corridor so far. In case the price breaks through the established boundaries, it will be possible to enter the market at the levels of 1.1685 and 1.1775. From a technical point of view, the scenario which implies the pair's downward movement in the medium term is more likely. The pound-dollar pair has recently been moving exclusively on the speculators' emotions, showing high activity. Its daily dynamics have already outstripped the indicators of the previous months. The demand for the pair soared up due to the news background, while technical analysis and statistical data took a back seat. If we consider the interaction points between the price and market participants, we can see a pattern based on the resistance level of 1.3000. In this area, the price has repeatedly stopped, even amid the emotional turmoil in the market. Analyzing the current trading chart, we can see chaotic price spikes amid speculation. Apparently, the year's background will remain the main driver in the market. As for the price values, the psychological level of 1.3000 will be seen as a resistance, while the area of 1.2820 will act as support. That's all for now. We keep monitoring the financial market situation. Subscribe to our channel. See you in several hours. We will take a close look at the US trading session.